Get ready to dive into a world of wonders and dualities as we unravel the secrets of Paraguay. This country, known by many but truly explored by few, holds vibrant cultural experiences, a fascinating historical past, and breathtaking natural landscapes that we'll unveil through quirky and lesser-known facts. Embrace this opportunity to discover Paraguay's uniqueness as we embark together on this virtual journey through its territory, right in the heart of South America. Did you know that in Paraguay, there's a pretty peculiar legal practice? There, pistol duels are allowed. Granted, there's mutual consent among participants who must also be registered blood donors, and a specialized doctor must be present during the confrontation. Asunción, the heart and capital of Paraguay, is the country's largest metropolis, sprawling along the riverbanks, divided into western and eastern political regions. Known for its market bustling with knockoff goods and affordable electronics, Paraguay operates with the guarani as its currency, with the dollar roughly worth around 7,400 guaranis. Plus, the cost of living is relatively low. For instance, electricity averages around $60 a month, even with AC blasting, and a health plan for a family of 4 clocks in at about $90, while the monthly fee for a bilingual private school is around $100. The country is also home to the lapacho, a native tree prized for its therapeutic properties, especially the violet variety, famous for its uses in physiotherapy and valued since the Inca times. With an impressive literacy rate, around 94% of Paraguayan adults can read and write, putting the country in a remarkable position in terms of education in South America and worldwide. Paraguay has been making significant investments in education, opening up new universities, including medical schools, whose costs are considerably lower than those in Brazil, thus attracting students from Argentina and Brazil. In Paraguay, folks have this cool quirk of being bilingual, speaking both Guarani and Spanish. This country stands out in South America for having its native language as one of the official ones, and Guarani is known for being an onomatopoeic language, with loads of words that mimic sounds from nature and animals, kind of like the effect you get from music. Paraguayan cuisine is unique and tasty, with one standout being the Paraguayan soup, which, despite the name, surprises because it's a solid dish made of corn, cheese, and onion. This delicacy is one of a kind for its non-liquid consistency. Among the country's specialties is chipa, a kind of cheesy bread made with cassava flour, famous for its bold flavor and versatility, as it can be prepared in various ways, with one of the most traditional being the inclusion of corn flour. Come Good Friday, Paraguayan soup becomes the local favorite. Plus, grilled meat has its spot in Paraguayan gastronomy, while mate reigns as the national drink, complementing the rich variety of unique dishes from the country. Immersed in a rich culture shaped by indigenous and Spanish roots, Paraguay stands out for its handicrafts, like the nanduti, which in Guarani means spiderweb. Originally, these works were made with white threads and delicate braids, symbolizing a luxury item. Over time, they came to life with vibrant colors, reflecting natural exuberance, as well as influences from local dances and traditions. This form of craftsmanship is particularly visible in urban areas and markets of Asunción, the capital. Geographically, Paraguay is a landlocked country in South America, with no access to the sea. Situated in the heart of the continent, most of its population is concentrated in the south, where high terrain and a subtropical climate create pleasant conditions, with temperatures ranging from 13 degrees C to 33 degrees C throughout the year. Wedged between Bolivia, Brazil, and Argentina, Paraguay benefits from a geographical landscape and a cultural tapestry that are entirely its own. A curiosity is that the border between Brazil and Paraguay is so close that in some points it is demarcated only by small fences. For birdwatching enthusiasts, Paraguay is a true sanctuary, home to over 1,000 bird species. The country also stands out for being the habitat of the jaguar, the largest feline in the Americas. In Asunción, the botanical garden and zoo not only offer a glimpse of the local flora and fauna, but also serve as a refuge for jaguars and panthers. Among Paraguay's rich biodiversity, hundreds of snake species stand out, with only 8 of them, the coral snakes, being venomous. The Pampas fox is revered as the national animal, and the nation takes pride in its motto, peace and justice, symbolized on the national flag with the image of a lion next to a red hat. The capital, Asunción, is the cultural and historical heart of Paraguay, where the past and present collide. The cobblestone streets of the historic center, flanked by colonial architecture buildings, are the stage where the city's rich cultural and historical tapestry unfolds. The Metropolitan Cathedral is a landmark of Asunción, erected in the 17th century, and the stage for countless historical events, symbolizing the richness of the city's past. Asunción is renowned for its cultural dynamism and the municipal theater. Ignacio A. Paine is one of the main cultural hubs, showcasing a calendar full of theater plays, concerts, and cultural events. The Cuarto Market is another spot buzzing with the day-to-day energy of Asunción, displaying the genuine local atmosphere with its wide range of products, from handicrafts to traditional culinary delights. Therefore, Asunción enchants not only with its historical and cultural aspects, but also with its vibrant diversity, captivating both residents and tourists. Asunción, the capital of Paraguay, has its heart in Palma Street, a vibrant avenue crucial for local tourism, packed with shops, historic buildings, and fascinating spots, all within walking distance. Another natural gem is Lake Ipacare, a must-visit destination for nature lovers, being one of Paraguay's largest lakes. Nearby lies San Bernardino, a charming German-influenced resort town that turns into a lively hub in the summer, offering a range of water activities, leisure spaces, bars, and accommodations, attracting a crowd of visitors. Additionally, the border area between Paraguay and Brazil stands out as a highly sought-after shopping hub, where tourists, especially those from border cities like Foz do Iguaçu and Salto del Guaira, seek to take advantage of the affordable prices. Paraguay stands out for its shops that accept payments in dollars, making the shopping experience more affordable, especially for high-value items. This feature makes the country an attractive place to shop economically. Additionally, Paraguay was once much larger territorially. Its area decreased significantly after the defeat in the War of the Triple Alliance from 1864 to 1870, when it ceded parts of its territory to Brazil and Argentina. When it comes to religion, Paraguay is predominantly Christian, with about 90% of the population being Catholic, while Protestants represent 6% and other Christian groups add up to 1%. There is also a minority that follows indigenous beliefs. It's interesting to note that the country has a predominantly male population, a historical consequence of the War of the Triple Alliance, initiated by Francisco López, the third dictator of Paraguay, against Uruguay, Brazil, and Argentina from 1865 to 1870. This devastating conflict resulted in the loss of more than half of the country's men, partly due to the lack of access to the sea. Over the years, Paraguay has achieved a demographic balance between men and women, a result of immigration and natural population growth. Paraguayans are famous for their laid-back and carefree approach to time, which often translates into tardiness for appointments, though it doesn't affect their dedication and responsibility at work. Culturally, guarania stands out as Paraguay's emblematic musical genre, conceived in 1925 by José Asunción Flores. In rural areas, it's common to find genres like polka and purajé jajeo, the latter known for its melancholic melodies sung in Guarani. Among the traditional dances, the jar dance is peculiar, where women balance a water jug in their hands or on their heads. The country also keeps alive the tradition of folk dances like the paracon, blending European and indigenous influences, performed in typical costumes. Paraguay is home to the massive Guarani Aquifer, considered the largest reserve of fresh water on the planet, which also extends through Uruguay, Brazil, and Argentina. Spanning an area of 1.2 million square kilometers, this underground reservoir has the capacity to provide potable water to the entire world for about 200 years. Additionally, the country stands out in the energy sector, possessing 3 major hydroelectric power plants like Itaipu and Yacyretá, generating enough energy to meet its needs and even export the excess. Paraguay is also investing in alternative energy sources such as solar and biomass. In the economic and political arena, Paraguay exhibits a stability and conservatism that has been attractive to international investors, resulting in notable economic growth. This progress has been mainly driven by the development of agriculture, renewable energy, and investments in infrastructure, making Paraguay one of the fastest-growing countries in South America in recent times, as pointed out by the International Monetary Fund, IMF. In Paraguay, agriculture stands out as the engine of the economy, employing half of the country's population in 2023. The main agricultural products include soybeans, corn, and cotton, and the activity is complemented by street vending and re-exporting goods. The country's abundant rivers not only support agriculture, but also drive industry. The introduction of agricultural cooperatives has positively transformed the lives of small-scale producers, who were previously restricted to small-scale monocultures. In addition to its agrarian economic base, Paraguay is renowned for its impressive Jesuit ruins, considered one of the country's greatest tourist attractions, and recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. Located amidst lush nature, these constructions from the 16th and 17th centuries represent a historical legacy of the Guarani under Jesuit influence, standing out as one of the best preserved sets of ruins, making Paraguay a unique point of interest among Latin American countries. Interestingly, the country also boasts the largest merchant navy among landlocked nations. Paraguay, a landlocked country, makes up for its lack of coastline with an efficient navy navigating its vast rivers, connecting to the ocean through Argentina. With an area of approximately 46,700 square kilometers, Paraguay's territory is dominated by plains and gentle mountains in the east, with its highest point reaching only 842 meters above sea level. Known as the heart of South America due to its central position, Paraguay shares borders with Bolivia, Brazil, and Argentina, strategically protecting it from invasions. Traffic in Paraguay can be chaotic, often characterized by a flexible traffic enforcement system that allows risky overtaking and dangerously close proximity between vehicles. Despite this, the country enjoys a notable reputation in terms of safety, considered one of the safest destinations in South America. This safety fame has been a decisive factor for many immigrants in choosing Paraguay as their new home, according to local reports. Wrapping up the discussion, if you found this information interesting, don't forget to support the channel. Subscribe and hit the bell to stay updated on new content. Until next time.